Jurgen, while you don't have to make a decision now, are the indications that Firmino will be 100% ready to play tomorrow night?
If Bobby is 100% ready to play, then he will maybe play. So he's here. He trained today. We have tomorrow another session, and then I have to make a decision. That's it.
It's been raised a number of times today that Barcelona news conferences and Sadio's just now as to whether the new camp is a temple of football. So with that in mind as well, what is the biggest challenge facing your side on the night?
What's about the first thing with the temple? What if Barcelona is a temple of football or not?
The question was raised because I think the Catalan people feel that you said that the new camp shouldn't be regarded as a temple of football. Now, the interpretation that we took back home was that you can't come here and think like that because that could be to the detriment of your own performance on the night. So
that's such a poor game, journalists. I have to give like 500,000 interviews before a game like this, and you say something, then they pick a word out, and I say, "Oh, he said no temple of football." I say 500,000 positive things about Barcelona, and you try play that easy game and try to make a big thing. Not you, but all the others who make all this easy game. You say, come on. I'm a football fan much longer than I'm a supporter, and what can I say negative bad about this stadium? But it's still a stadium where we want to play football and want to play good football, in the ideal world, the best football we are able to play, and I think that's allowed, and that's why we try it. And what was the second part of your question?
What is the biggest challenge then to you imposing yourselves when you come to a place like
Nothing. We play in stadiums like this. That's how it is. It's maybe we will see. We never played here. We were here together watching a game 3 years ago when Barcelona played against Gladbach. So in this game it was not really. Well, they didn't play for the big stakes anymore. Barcelona was through, Gladbach was out. So it still was impressive. But of course we know that if you're in this part of the world, then it's very emotional, and the better we are, the more emotional the atmosphere will be. So that's how it is, and it should be like that. So we accept that. That's a home advantage for Barcelona tomorrow, and we have a home advantage next Tuesday. So, and then we will see who could use the advantage more, and that's it. And we know that how difficult it is to play against Barcelona because of the quality they have, obviously. And all the questions, this is, before the press conference, it feels like I had already 20 interviews or so. It was not exactly that number, but not much less. And so it's not only about Messi, but of course it's about him as well. Yeah. And can we concentrate on Messi? We should. In a lot of moments, if you do it only, then there are 10 world-class players around which decide the game easily then. So it's not like this. They have a highest quality team. They are already Spanish champion. They want to win. Messi said before the season, we want to bring back this cup. That sounded already like a threat to me in that moment. So I think it should be really try to play then, all of us. Now we did it. Now we are here, and now I only can say we want to go to the final as well. We want to go there as well, and if we can show that tomorrow night, that would be cool.
Okay.
So with all that in mind, and the fact that they've not lost in Europe here for 6 years, and you've never won as a manager in Spain, what would it mean to you and to Liverpool to change both of those tomorrow?
I never won as a manager in Spain. I lost 10 of 10. We're getting worse. Wow.
Hey, you've drawn 5, lost 3, so it's not awful. But what would it mean for you to win?
That's for me a positive statistic, actually, and you could sell it to me like it's a big... Yeah. By the way, I would say a draw would not be the worst result in the world. Not that we go for it, but it would be okay. So now I feel worse than before. And what was the question?
What would it mean to win tomorrow?
Oh, a lot. It's difficult. I said it before. So many so many people came to Barcelona and had to play Barcelona and had an idea and a plan and all that stuff and spoke about if you do this and if you do that, and in the end they got a proper knock, bang, good morning. But there were a few they could really cause them problems. We saw the game against Real Sociedad. They did really well. They did really well. Levante did well now a couple of days ago. Of course, Barcelona, the better the opponent is, the better the competition is, the higher the stakes are, if you want, the more they are in. So, of course, now they are champions since last Saturday, and now they can completely focus on the Champions League. And that's, we will face them still. And anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. But it will be a tough job to do.
Okay, we'll take a question from Ian, then we'll take a question from John from the BBC, and then we'll go around the guys who are our hosts from Barcelona, Spain.
Hi, Jurgen. Just a very simple question. Does this competition now represent your best opportunity of winning a trophy this season?
You think that's a very easy question?
Well, it's a short question.
Short is it? Yeah. I don't know. That's my answer.
The logic being that the destiny in this competition is in your own hands.
Still have to play against Barcelona, so it's not that it's a 100% chance. I would say. I think if you go to Vegas and throw $10 somewhere in, then I'm not sure how big the chances are then. But we have a chance in both competitions, and we have to play these games. I never got it that you always make these kind of things that a game is won before it's played. It's not lost tomorrow before it's played, and the other games we played, they are not lost and are not won before. We have to play them, and that's what we do. In the moment, I don't need to know which is the bigger chance for us to win. We have to work tomorrow here, and not to think about what we can do. Because if we would go to the final, we have 3 weeks to think about what we have to do. 3 weeks. That's the time we have until the final would come up. So it's all good. We are here. We want to play our best football, and we will see what we get for it.
Okay, we'll take one from John Murray, then we will go around the room.
Just wondering, at this stage of the season, when you're right in the thick of it, and you're up against such a good team like Manchester City on the home front, trying to see off them, and now on the eve of a match like this against such a good team like Barcelona, just give us an idea of what it's like for you and the rest of the players to be in the thick of it. You know, what is the thrill of this chase like for you?
It's brilliant. So it's like it's actually only. The only thing what would be better is that somebody tells us, "So you are already champion," but that's not that's quite difficult to reach. In other years, it could have been like this, but it's not a problem. We are completely fine. We like the situation we are. The boys created that situation, and now we are here. It's a wonderful situation, to be honest. Flying here and then going to Barcelona. It's not even 2 years ago that it was a big thing for the club to qualify only for the Champions League. And now we are second time in a row in the semi-final. So that's big, and it's only positive, and everybody sees it like that. We don't need a guarantee. If you come here and would think, okay, it's only Barcelona, come on, we play that, and then we go home and concentrate on Newcastle. That would be nice, but it's not possible. So the competition is too big, and we like that. And we don't play against City at home. We play against Newcastle when we come home, and City against Leicester, I think. And so that's the thing. But nobody has to think about that game tomorrow. We only have to think about this game, and that would be probably a massive mistake if you play against Barcelona with 15 or 20% Newcastle in your mind. That doesn't work. So then you get a proper knock, and we want to avoid that. We want to stay in the competition. We want to stay really. We want a result tomorrow what gives us a good chance to do it at home. Whatever that result is, we will see.
Okay, gentleman who's got the microphone in the far left. Yes, sir. Yes.
Hola, buenas noches, señor Klopp. Buenas noches. Cuando usted dirigía al Borussia Dortmund, dijo una vez que si lo primero que hubiera visto fuera el Barça de Guardiola, no le habría gustado el fútbol y se hubiera dedicado al tenis. El Barça, de alguna manera, mantiene esa filosofía. ¿Usted mantiene todavía ese pensamiento?
No. Oh, I knew that will fly around my ears someday. That's a German saying, by the way. Not the thing with Barcelona, the flying around my ears. Yeah. So, what I wanted to say is, what I most like is in football that both teams have pretty much the same chance. You started, and tactics usually is therefore that if the other team is much better, you can bring them with tactics on your level, and on your level you can beat every team. And for me, this time when Pep was here, and not only continues obviously, they were so good, so dominant, so humbly. I said, but if I have a kid, if see that football and one team is so much better than the others, then it's not a competition. I think you can be lucky if you're on a Barcelona team, but if you're on the other team, that doesn't look like fun. And that was the reason why I said that. So I like the opportunity in football to use tactics, and not only defensive tactics, of course, but as well just to make it an exciting game. And that's what I thought, and that's what I think still.
Okay, gentleman who's got the microphone, then we'll go to a gentleman in blue at the back. Yes, yes. Sorry.
Hi, Gerard Romero de RACU. ¿Qué prefiere mañana que juegue en el ataque del Barça? ¿Coutinho o Ousmane Dembélé? ¿Qué prefiere que Valverde le ponga delante mañana?
I'm happy to see Phil again. It's a while ago that I saw him, but apart from that, it's Mr. Valverde job to line up. I have enough to do with my own lineup, so I don't want to be involved in his lineup.
Okay, yes, sorry. We'll go to Andy at the front while we're trying to sort out. I think there's a few on the back row. We would like to have the microphone for a question. A few more questions. Andy, first of all, from the Guardian.
Jurgen, do Barcelona represent your most difficult opponent in Europe as Liverpool manager?
I'm not sure if it's allowed to say it here, but against Real Madrid was not easy as well. But actually, because I beat Real Madrid a couple of times. Sorry, maybe not in Spain, but at home with Dortmund. I got one day a table in a full restaurant on Ibiza. Yeah, because when they realized that I'm Jurgen Klopp, they said at first I said it's full, and then I came in and asked, "Can I have a table?" I said, "No, it's full." And they said, "Oh, you're Jurgen Klopp, you beat Real Madrid, so you get a table." So that was very difficult as well, to be honest. We have a lot of difficult games against Bayern. Come on, it's not easy. I know we always lose respect so quick when they don't perform constantly on highest levels. So Barcelona is, for all managers in the world, one of the toughest games to play ever. But we have in the league Manchester City, and it's not a walk in the park when you play them. So we have a lot of difficult games to play, and this is another one. And it's not about, actually you don't want to avoid difficult games in football, you want to have them, because that means you play for something, and that's what we do. So it's not a problem. If we will be perfect tomorrow night, for sure not, that's not possible. We will make mistakes, oh yes. Will we suffer? Oh yes, 100%. Will there be moments where we have a chance? Oh, 100%. Do we use them? I hope so. That's what we try to do. We can feel completely free to play that game. I know that people make of it that we became better in the last couple of years, and Barcelona is maybe not here, but people say Barcelona is not a Barcelona anymore, whatever, with Xavi and Iniesta. It's a brilliant team here. And we are the first year a little bit, or the second year a little bit in contention. They are here for nearly 20 years. So it will be so difficult, but I couldn't be more excited about having the opportunity to play it, and that's what I hope I can transport to my players, that they feel the same, and then let's play football.
Okay, last couple, we'll take a couple over there, but one at the back, and then we'll come down this side. Yes, gentlemen, I don't think we can see you, but if you can ask the question. Yes?
Hola, aquí Santiago Valle para la cadena en los fondos, Jurgen. Si usted tuviera que situar a Messi en un top 5 de jugadores de los mejores que nunca has visto, ¿en qué lugar estaría y quién serían sus acompañantes?
don't want to talk about the other five. Messi would be, for me, the player I saw would be number one, 100%. That's me. We have to say that Cristiano Ronaldo is for sure in that as well, and all the rest we have to see. Yeah? I saw a few good. I've coached a few really good players, but they didn't finish careers, so we have to, and they still have time to develop. My father always said it's Pelé. Didn't see Pelé live. I'm too young for that. But yeah, there are a lot of good players around there. But that's my ranking. Leon is for me the best.
Okay, gentleman who's got the microphone. Last couple of questions. We'll finish. No,
I make in English.
Oh, the question doesn't get better, by the way. Only we don't have to do 500 more.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I make the question in English.
Oh, thank you.
Some people, and welcome. Some people think that the survivor of this leg will be the next Champions winner. And what do you think to respect, and which team is favorite in this leg?
Look, people think a lot and talk a lot, even more. So we have to play football. And who cannot have respect for Ajax Amsterdam after what they did in that Champions League campaign? Does anybody think if they go through tonight or not next week, think, wow, thank God it's Ajax Amsterdam. Look, they are brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. Tottenham is such a strong team. They had so difficult season and in the semi-final of the Champions League. I know what kind of characters they are, how they fight. There's no favorite. If Barca go through, maybe they are favorites. If we go through, we are one of two teams in the final and we'll try everything to win it. But it's not decided and it's not important because there is a date. And in Madrid, somebody will decide it, and then we know who it is. That's it.
Last two gentlemen with the microphone. We'll finish with Gareth.
English? Or?
No, Spanish,
No.
please. Sí, quisiera saber si han echado de menos a Coutinho en el Liverpool y cómo lo han hecho para rehacerse también sin él.
I actually don't want to really answer that question because I don't know you good enough, but I know that a lot of people make really, sorry to use that word, shit stories about that. So yes, we miss Phil Coutinho a lot because he is a world-class player and I loved working together with him, but we had to deal without him and he did well. So that's all what I can say about that. We really did well. But when I first heard that he wants to go to Barcelona, I couldn't imagine that we will that good with it. But we did. All good for both sides.
Okay, final question, Gareth from the Anfield row.
Jurgen, you know how much the European Cup means to us in Liverpool. We talk about it all the time. We sing songs about it. There's flags about it. Everyone who's won it for Liverpool, managers and players, are regarded as heroes forevermore in Liverpool. With Liverpool being so romantic about this competition, and you walk past that cup every day in Melwood as well, is that an extra motivation for you and for the players at Liverpool right now to do it again, to try and win that again?
Look, what can we do more apart from winning the finals? We played now 3 times in a row a European Cup competition. 3 years, no, 1 year break. So in the first year we were part of the European League, went to the final, lost it. Sorry. Then 1 year break, next year Champions League qualification, went to the final, lost it. Sorry, we cannot do more. We don't need extra motivation. We are fighting like crazy. Maybe some last year or the year, I mean, the European League season for sure, we came pretty much on 3 wheels in the final after 63 games and stuff like that. So last year we saw it was a bit unlucky. Could have against a very strong team. So we cannot do more. We dream like you dream. We try everything. You cannot have as an aim really to be a kind of a legend in the future. You have to do the work, and if somebody looks at you then in the future and thinks you're a legend, then it happened and all good. We try all we can and we always did and we will always do, and we will see what will happen. But it's difficult. It's really it's an outstanding achievement to be the second time in a row in a semi-final. That's rightly so that now Barcelona is waiting. Tough opponent, and we still want to try to do it. That's all.
Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, probably.